Eulogy, Episode 5. Let's talk about growth. The farmer is very careful, very intentional about using the best seeds, tilling the soil and feeding it the right nutrients in the correct amounts that he knows his plants will need. He then nurtures the young shoots, thins out the seedlings, and chooses the healthier plants for transplanting when they have reached the correct height. The care continues until he is able to pick his harvest and serve his fruits of his labor to you and me. The farmer is intentional in his efforts every step of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kurt Kampmeier says, if you're going to grow, you have to be intentional. You must be intentional in 3 main areas. Number 1, the seeds that you allow to be sown into your subconscious mind. What kind of music do you listen to? What kind of movies do you watch? What kind of books do you read? Do you read at all? What kind of conversations do you have? What kind of games do you play? What kind of friends do you keep? My mom used to say to us all the time, birds of a feather flock together. Does your group of friends empower you? Do they challenge you to rise to become your best self? It has been said that if you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. What about you? Are you the smartest person in your group of friends? Because if you are, think about that. Who is going to challenge you to grow? Oftentimes, quite the opposite happens. You drop backwards to match the level of everybody else. There is no growth taking place. Choose your seeds wisely. Be careful with the company you keep. Number 2, if the farmer has a potted plant and he realizes that the plant is struggling to grow despite the correct amount of water and nutrients, what does he do? He moves the plant to an area where it will get more sunlight. You are that potted plant. Move yourself to an environment that challenges you to grow out of your comfort zone. Write this down. If you want to go where you have never been, you must be willing to do what you have never done. I'll say that again. If you want to go where you have never been, you must be willing to do what you've never done. And number 3, this growth must be continuous, an everyday activity, a lifelong exercise. Until our final breath, we ought to keep growing, giving of ourselves and guiding others to their highest potential. This growth process must be a mindset. It must become part of what we do and who we are. We must have a vision of who we ultimately want to become and create a plan, what I call a blueprint, that will make that happen. It takes work. It takes a strong reason why we want to become the highest version of ourselves, and it takes a willingness to commit to the work necessary to transform our lives to the happy, healthy version that we have always dreamed it to be.